guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you how to make beef and broccoli. It's still a work in progress, to be honest. I'm still working on it, but I am getting very close, and I think this time should be the best time ever, so yay! Let's do it. Okay, so the meat we're using for the beef and broccoli is a beef flank steak, 2 pounds, and one of the most, I think so far what I've learned is the 2 important things for this recipe are how you cut the meat and this Shaoxing cooking wine. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but anyway, this is by request from my #1 fan, my mom. So anyway, okay, so I took it out of the packaging obviously, and then you want to cut with the grain into 3 strips. So side. Okay, so then after you cut with the grain, you're going to cut against the grain, but not only against the grain, you want to also cut at an angle. So I don't know why, but if I stand like kind of sideways and lean against the wall, I feel like I get the best angle. And you want to like be holding the meat down with your fingers and kind of use your fingers to guide your knife. Okay, so I usually start at the thicker end, which is this end, so I just wanted to show you a closer look. So you want to do thin strips. Try to move it up a little bit. Okay. See how I pull it back a little bit, make it easier. I don't know if you guys can tell how thin that is, but pretty thin. The thinner the better. Okay, so to marinate the sliced meat, I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of the Shaoxing cooking wine. 1, 2. And then I am using low sodium soy sauce, but I feel like last time it was still too salty, and I put 2, so I'm just going to put 1 tablespoon of the soy in for the marinade. So if you want to, obviously I'm going to mix this all together, but if you want to do this ahead of time, you can put it in the refrigerator for like, I don't know, probably like 4 hours, but you want to do at least 30 minutes on the countertop at room temperature so the meat can kind of come to room temperature before you cook it. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys how I cut up the whites of the green onions so that they're really fine. And I got this off of a YouTube channel. I can't remember which one. It's a lo mein recipe, but I thought it was so good. I use it whenever I need to cut green onion whites. So then you do diagonal cuts and then you flip it over. Kind of set them back as best you can. You don't cut all the way through. Or you try not to anyway. About there is probably good. And then once you do the 2 angles, then you go back and do a front cut. Then you can go back through and kind of dice through. You just want to get it as fine as you can. Honestly, that's probably good, but I'm going to do just one more time because I can be somewhat obsessive. least. So I'm satisfied with that. So that's how I cut up the green onions. Okay, so now I've cut everything up and we're ready to start mixing stuff together. So it's half a cup of soy sauce. And also let me just point out that we like it saucy. So probably any normal people would do like half the amount of sauce that I'm doing, but we like it really saucy, so this is the way I like it. So soy sauce, half cup, and then 4 tablespoons of the cornstarch, and half cup of the cooking wine, half cup of chicken stock, half cup of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons sugar, 2 teaspoons sesame oil. I think what really gives this an authentic flavor is the cooking wine, the sesame oil. I think that's pretty much what makes it taste more authentic. My dad had a Chinese restaurant when I was growing up, so I think I have a pretty good handle on what it's supposed to taste like. And then in a separate bowl, I'm gonna combine the green onion whites that I cut up with the garlic that I used a garlic press for. And then I wanted to show you how I do the ginger. I just freeze it so I can buy tons of it and use it anytime. And I use one of these little graters and I just grate right in there. And my recipe says how much? 4 teaspoons, but I don't, obviously it's not, I'm not going to be able to measure it this way, so I kind of just do it until I feel like it's enough to satisfy me. I never think there's too much garlic or ginger. And they have tons of health benefits. Check it out, Google it, it's true. And no, I don't skin it, it's fine, it really is. You don't taste the skin at all. Okay. All right, so now it's go time. With any like stir fry cooking, you just want to make sure everything's prepped and ready to go. Turn it on super crazy high and move fast. Okay guys, so I turned on my pan and it's super smoking hot clearly, and I don't measure out the oil, but you want to do about a tablespoon of oil in there. Roll it around the pan a little bit. And then we're gonna cook the meat in about 4 batches. You wanna do like a thin layer. Oh, why I put on my super sweet apron. That's what it's called. So you just wanna do a single layer and you're gonna cook for 1 minute on one side. Going. Kind of get the most of the redness taken out, but not completely cooked. You still want it to be a little bit pink on the inside. So that's probably good right there. You make the choice if you need more oil. I probably don't at this point, but I may in one of the next few batches. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cook the rest of the meat and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm done cooking the meat. I just wanted to show you guys. See, so it's still a little pink, but pretty well cooked. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil to the pan, and don't clean it out. You want all that good meat juice. All right, so then we're gonna add the onion. See, but that kind of deglazes the pan, and it gets all those good bits. We're gonna sauce the onions for maybe 30 seconds to a minute. So then we're gonna let this go for about 5 minutes because broccoli is pretty dense. It takes a little while to cook it. Should have been using this angle the whole time. Anyway, okay, so when the broccoli starts to get pretty bright green, that's when you want to add the meat back in. Then you want to create a little hole in the middle. And you're going to put your garlic and onion mixture in there. I'll let that cook for probably 30 seconds, not very long at all, because it doesn't take long for your garlic and green onions and whatever to burn and start to get bitter. And then you're going to add your sauce. I usually do a nice whisking before I add it in because the cornstarch will settle to the bottom. Now, hopefully that will start thickening up with the heat. And if not, if it doesn't thicken up enough, then you can add more cornstarch and water. Just be sure to mix the cornstarch with the water first and create like a little paste type situation, and then add it in. Don't just add straight cornstarch into your beef and broccoli. So then you probably only need to cook maybe 1 or 2 more minutes, but I'm thinking I need to thicken my sauce just a hair. I don't know. I'm going to give it a minute or 2 more, but at this point is when you want to add in the green parts of the green onion. I don't know. I think it's thickening up nicely. I probably don't need to add any more cornstarch. Add any more cornstarch. I think it's probably good. Buddy, please stop that. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. I don't think I need to add any more cornstarch in there, but I usually let it cook like this for a good, I'd say 2 minutes at least, just to get all those flavors to really come together. And honestly, you'll kind of know because the green onions will be really soft. They won't have any kind of like round shape at all left. And that's it. Yay! I did try a little bit when I was plating it, and this is my best beef and broccoli to date. So I definitely think that reducing the marinade to just 1 tablespoon of soy sauce helped a lot to make it not so salty. It's really good though. I'm super satisfied. This is probably my, I don't know, 10th attempt at beef and broccoli. So it definitely took some effort to get it to the flavor that I think it should be at. But it's so worth it if you use the ingredients that I used and just be ready when the pan is hot, go to town. Anyway, so I hope you guys try this and let me know how you like it. Thanks.